In the wake of the Paris terrorist attacks, accepting Syrian refugees into the United States has become one of the most controversial issues, especially for the 2016 hopefuls.
Anybody that's brought in to this country from the migration is going to be out.
Slamming the door on every Syrian refugee, that is just not who we are.
So how does a refugee actually get to come into America? You start at the UN Refugee Agency, which confirms your name and place of birth, then does a biometric scan of your iris. Up next is an interview with the UN to determine the level of need. Only about 1% of the applicants actually make it through this stage. If you're in that lucky 1% though, you go to a resettlement support center where the US government opens a file on you and starts doing background checks. The FBI, the National Counterterrorism Center, the State Department, and the Department of Homeland Security, basically every agency issued one of those cool windbreakers, runs individual screenings. What are they looking for? Any connection to unlawful behavior. Next, you have another interview, this one with an immigration officer at Homeland Security. Your fingerprints are run through the FBI, Homeland Security, and Department of Defense databases. Then you have a doctor's appointment of sorts, where you get a bunch of medical tests to make sure you're healthy enough to enter the country. Once you pass that test, you find out where you're going to live, and take some cultural orientation classes to help the assimilation process. After that, you just need to pass through customs and TSA, and you're in. So no matter what you think about accepting Syrian refugees in the US, just be thankful you don't have to go through that process when you head to the airport this holiday season.